I'm fine. This is kind of light. It's kind of early or it's kind of late, depending on how you look at it.
I know our world is all over the place.
I'm sitting here frustrated. I got so many balls in the air, and some of them can't come down. I can't catch them, and they're going off in the ditch. So I decided I just let them all fall and go where they want and give you a call.
Good for you. Well, I go through the same thing. I've been looking at properties, and I'm, got it all teed up. I want this one and this one, and then you turn around and someone else is buying it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. My son's trying to buy a place, and I told him, do it. Just don't fool around because it'll either get out from under you or you start a bidding war on it, and you don't want that.
that's right.
And
In fact, my approach is at least list price. Just go and all cash.
yep, yep, that's right.
If you can.
Yep,
And I talked to my agent this morning, and she said, well, with the low interest rates, and people have been waiting and wondering, they're getting a little edgy, and maybe they're thinking I better make my move, and if they see a few moving, then they start piling on.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I didn't bring up the reset. There's another reason.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
here's something interesting because, we talk about people moving out of Seattle, out of the country, and
yep,
the COVID thing has changed.
yep,
I've seen a couple of people advertising their homes where the sellers are actually talking about that. Where the few times where they speak up, we have a conference room and office, da da da, and you can work from home, and things are changing, and so on.
yep,
So, my agent, of course, agreed with that. Oh yeah, okay. And she mentioned to me, this is new. Someone she knew from her church in Georgia, the son of the founder of Days Inn.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He's come up with a concept, and he started it in a few places where he's taking office space and he's renting it like you would a motel room. You need an office to meet with people. You don't need a full-time office, just every now and then. You got a manager, managing the offices. So you could be there for a day, 2 days a week, or whatever. So maybe that's the wave of the future, Dan.
I know, I know.
So if you need to get together in a conference and you don't want to invite them to your home, you go somewhere else. But you're not going there all the time and renting all the time. So that might be the hybrid, of what we see coming in the future. Yeah. So, what did you make of Donald Trump not going to Dallas but going to Janesville, Wisconsin, and Michigan?
I didn't.
Hello?
I've been so busy. I haven't followed. Tell me what's going on.
Well, he did. I looked on the internet the day before, on the 16th, and the Dallas Morning newspaper was saying, "Yeah, he's coming." And the next thing you know, we hear that Biden was doing well in the polls. They say in Michigan and Wisconsin, so he did rallies there. I happened to catch the rally in Wisconsin on TV Saturday.
Yeah.
And then they said he was going to Carson City, Nevada, the next day, which I didn't catch. But and during his Janesville, rally talk, he said, "Oh yeah, just 17 days left to the election." That number again, 17.
17.
Yeah, like he didn't want to miss that opportunity. You might say.
Huh.
Uh,
Wow.
And, and then what Fleming has said, they're looking between Tuesday and Thursday now, the 22nd. And I think Thursday takes it kind of to the edge in terms of giving us 10 days. So, we'll see.
Yeah, it's It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, did you listen to the TNT call today?
No, I didn't.
We're in a good spot. Everything is expecting it any minute.
Hmm. Yeah, I think they're probably already finished, and they're just waiting to pull the curtain back.
Yeah,
That's my hunch.
that's exactly what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And what did I hear? The people in Iraq are ready to protest in a big way, and it's, the 28th, if they don't get what they want, something like that. That's the threat. One day this month, I forget which day exactly, I read.
Well,
I think I caught it in the notes from Mark C's call. One of the members maybe said that. I wanted to bring up something that I saw. I didn't listen to Michael Cottrell Friday, but I read the notes, the few notes that they did put out. And he said, when I put the codes in, it finances the New Republic, and the old government, the corporation, is gone. Well, if he does that, then that's null and voids the election if we have one, right?
not. Yeah.
According to what he's saying will happen when he does the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's really the big secret. Yeah. One of the big secrets, anyway. Yeah, we're going to move instantly from one government to the next. And so if they had an election, it would be void. Now, he's been arguing for a month or more, 2 months, 3 months, that he believes this won't happen until after the election. Mark C. said, no, he believes before. And I sided with Mark. There's one time where I think Cottrell has it wrong, but we'll see. But can you have an election and then nullify it afterwards because you just changed the government? I don't know.
You know, there's something about Cottrell I do not like.
What's that?
If everything he's saying is true, no, no, that doesn't make sense to me. Just stop and think about it. One man has that much.
Yeah, he's got some opinions. See, he's got a lot of facts, but he also has his opinions.
Yeah, but he has the codes. One person has the codes. I don't think so.
Huh?
One person has the codes. I don't think so. And not him.
Well, he's not the only one. It's the military and the elders. There are 3 of them, is what I've been told.
Oh, I see.
See, and they trusted him for an American citizen because he went up against Bush for so many years, at great pains and great expense to himself, physically and financially, because he couldn't be blackmailed.
He's talking so much. I mean, something like that is, I asked Holly about him, and she said, "Don't." She says, "No, he's out of the picture and has been a long time ago."
It could. Well, he's admitted that he hasn't talked to Interpol for a couple of years.
Yeah, he's, and that's.
But our attorney Al Hodges was representing him to the Queen and to Obama, among others.
Yeah.
Over the years, this goes back 2012, 2010, or something like that. Before or after that. And they're both white hats, but they could also be a diversion. You can't rule anything out.
Yeah.
The role that they play, or they're being played that way, so that they are a diversion.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see. But if he does, if you're basically financing a new government, and the old one is already bankrupt, they just haven't announced it, is what we've been told since February, then, everyone's getting ready to go to the new system. Cuba and the Bahamas changing their currency, and maybe the euro changing over, and even the central banks, the Rothschild banks are talking about a new digital currency, like they're doing it all. Things flip, and there's got to be some kind of mechanism for us to become legal. And that could be, we'll just take it from there. I don't know where to go with that. So I just thought I'd put it out there for food for thought. What else? I don't know. Yeah, so, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are international days. And Holly says they basically finished Tier 2. It's just a matter of flipping the switch, I guess. Yeah. So they've got it where they want it, and they got the hair trigger, so to speak, and probably been still catching a lot of people that think they can get away with stealing. Haven't heard anything internationally. Ben Fulford mentioned that observatories around the world, I think, could be wrong, but it could be just the U.S., but I think around the world are going dark at the end of the month.
Really? At the end of this month?
Yeah. I think it's the 28th.
What's going dark?
The observatories. And he alluded to potential aberrations in the way the planets are moving. Now, that leads me to the, what do they call it, the blue something thing? Game that the CIA was going to play, that Werner von Braun warned people on his deathbed because he was part of it, where they were going to say we're being invaded and this and that, and it would create a huge disruption. So that's one thought that comes to mind. There's something else, and then today I read somewhere, it was from Zap, that's what got me going here, the gamma ray burst, from outer space that might cause earthquakes and tsunamis, that kind of thing. And I wonder if that, or something like that, man-made, is what the elders were telling Zap to concern himself with in case there was a lot of tsunamis, to be at high ground. Just another thought to throw out there,
Yeah,
I don't know what's truly connected or not. But, I'm just looking at the time and what's being said.
Well, I saw that emergency into BC, tsunami warning in effect for South Alaska and the Alaska Peninsula to be elevated standby for specific information.
Well, maybe it's just for a certain area, and I've overread that.
This is British Columbia. Tsunami warning in effect for South Alaska and the Alaska Peninsula.
Well, we've heard these kinds of things over the years, and to my knowledge, none of it ever really happened, but, it's still a potential. Yeah. So, there's that kind of thing. If the deep state was looking for a Hail Mary, they might do something strange like the Blu-ray or whatever they called it, game that they had planned years ago, where we're getting invaded by aliens from outer space. Kind of the Orson Welles, Attack from Mars thing. Yeah. And this is where maybe you black out the media. You take over EBS, Emergency Broadcast Service, if something like that happened.
Yeah.
And take over the narrative. So, anyway, just, kind of weird things rolling around a little bit. Oh, there was something on TV I saw with the Department of Justice giving a warning about national security. I wasn't able to catch the story, but I thought that was pretty strange to hear something like that from that department. Maybe we'll find out later, catch up to the story. It was a White House briefing. Yeah, weird. Well, they're going after Hunter Biden and Joe Moore. And it was really interesting. I happened to tune into CNN, and Wolf Blitzer was interviewing Nancy Pelosi, let's say late last week. And he's going after her for holding back money from Americans. And she's backpedaling, and he's attacking. Whoa. What happened? How does that happen? I don't know what to say about it, but it happened. And they've even replayed that clip since then. Like they're getting very, we're for the people kind of thing. And Nancy, you're holding us up.
Well, that she is.
Yes, with you. I don't know. I mean, is she holding that up because, I just question the motive. Because if she gave in, it'd be like Trump won. I don't know. I don't know how to understand it,
Hey, hang on just a second. There was a warning. I saw it, that to be prepared for something that what they're leading you to believe is that the deep state's going to cause earthquakes. Well, look what they did to Japan.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if that HARP thing is still, workable or not, but that I thought was located up in that part of
it is. It's
country
up
in the world.
It's up north of Fairbanks, somewhere.
Yeah, so that would be a prime location, you might assume.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Interesting. Wow, God. Every day. 7.5 is huge.
It is huge.
I've been through a 6.9, and 7.5 is probably 10 times or 20 times bigger.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Well, I've got a map here. You take text?
No.
No, okay.
No.
I didn't think so. There's a huge map here that's showing, it's on Holly's telegram, and it's giving the number of hours. It's supposed to hit us, or our west coast, in between 3 and 6 hours from the time it went off it. So that's around 5 and 6 o'clock. It's supposed to hit the west coast.
A tsunami.
Yeah.
That's a warning. That's right. I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah.
Well, there's your cause. If they can cause an earthquake like that, there's your tsunami.
Yeah.
And it's not a gamma ray burst.
No.
I'll bet.
No.
No. Timing. Well, that's maybe part of the warning that SAP had. It was really about, the deep state, not about just some natural occurrence.
Yep.
Maybe they use the natural occurrence story to get people prepared, rather than saying there's, some bad people out there trying to hurt you.
Yeah, I know.
Could be. Yeah, you can go in a lot of different directions with all this stuff. But that's what comes to mind. It's not a bad, meaning it's a reasonable fit, under the times we're in. Wow. Oh. Real-time news, Don.
Zap. And by the way, did you read what I put? I only put it out to you and about 4 other people concerning what's happening in Canada, what they're proposing.
No, I haven't been on my email in a few hours.
Well, I sent it yesterday morning. Saturday morning. Yeah, I sent it out.
I'm sorry, I didn't look. Yesterday morning.
Yeah, look in your spam. Yeah, it was Saturday morning, not yesterday morning. Check in your spam folder because it's heavy stuff. I would not send it out to the group as a whole. It's just too. I mean, it's
What's
crazy.
the topic?
It's really Canada. Let me just a minute. Let me read you the title of that. Darn it! Where in the world is it? Okay, here we are. It starts out. See, the 17th. 17th was Saturday. Yeah, 17, and the title of that is First Thing Saturday. No, you believe it? I can't see it. Let me see it. I had it. Let me see if it's sent. Sent file. 17th. Yeah. Yeah. It's just this. It's funny. There's just some crazy things I cannot explain. Stuff. I mean, stuff like that just disappears out of my email.
Oh,
It does not in my sent file. It's not where I send a copy to myself. I file it. It's not there.
huh. Well, I'll tell you, I'll look for it, and if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Could it be in your saved mail or archived or whatever
No.
else is on your
No.
email?
No.
Huh.
No. It goes. Yeah.
And this was about Canada. Was that about the military moving in on Canada?
No.
Or
No.
military?
It had to do with FEMA camps and how they were. If you wanted to do anything, you had to get a vaccination shot. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, you couldn't. Well, what were they saying? And was it New Zealand or Australia that they were forcing it,
Yep,
or you
yep.
couldn't travel, or whatever?
Yep, it's even worse than that. You can't even travel city to city. And that's supposed to be progressive starting in November the 15th. And then it gets so bad by the January, you just can't move, can't go anywhere.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awful.
It's a video is what it is. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
I'll have to
okay.
I'll have to go in and look in my history under
Uh-huh.
under YouTube. That's what I'll do. I'll look in my history for Saturday and find it that way. Let me just a minute here. Let me look here and see. It's
Well, it could be that third kind of thing that their deep state could be doing. Maybe it's a test. I don't know. Why would they tell you ahead of time?
I sent it to Holly and oh wait just a minute. Okay, let me go to Holly here and I'll
Oh,
see because I sent it to her with on text as well. Let me see here. It's gone. It's gone there too. It just disappeared. Absolutely just disappeared.
the whole email, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, if there's no picture. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, it's unavailable. They pulled it.
Oh,
This video has
oh,
been removed by the uploader.
I see.
Oh my goodness sakes. I'm getting lots of that. I'm
Oh,
I'm getting stuff.
well, a lot of censorship. Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't want that out, let me tell you. It's gone.
Yeah, that would hurt them because that would put people on, that's using fear against the deep state, in my opinion, because you're telling people quite a while in advance, and that gets people reacting and preparing.
Ew, that is
Yeah.
something. Just a second, I'm going to call Steve, see if he saw it. I sent it to him, and now I'm going to see. He was one that I sent it to. I only sent it, but I can't even find it in my emails. It's
Huh.
gone. I mean, it's like they're in my computer deleting stuff.
Wow.
Hello?
Hey, catch you at a bad time?
No.
Hey, I've got Mark on the line here. I went. Did you watch that on Canada? I sent it to you Saturday morning, I think. Did you
I
watch?
I watched one on Canada, and I'm not sure that it was the same one or not. But yeah, it was. They were talking about setting up these retention camps for COVID.
Yes, yes, yes. That's it.
Yeah.
I went to look for it. It's gone. It's been pulled. Not only on YouTube. It's. I can't even show it on my in my inbox, my sent box, or when I send a copy to myself. It's gone. It's like they've gone into my computer and pulled it.
Well, they probably did.
I'm serious. Go look in your computer and see if it's still there.
Yeah. Hey, I will. Let me call you back here
Okay.
in just a minute.
Talk to you later. Bye bye.
Interesting.
That is weird. It's spooky. Total spook.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Yeah,
I'm
who
not
can do
crazy.
that?
Let me see if there's somebody. I sent it to. I sent it to Holly. I sent it to Steve. Let me see here. I understand Barr. Who was it that told me that Barr is on the deep state? Oh, it was Steve. It was a deep state operative. And
Yeah, you can say anything, and you can doubt anything too, right? How do you know anything for sure? Is the question.
I know. Yeah, that's.
And everyone's out there with an agenda, and they'll say something to get something going if they can. It could just be one individual who just comes off, and you don't know unless it's someone that you've trusted, and then you begin to really wonder. Yeah. And what did someone say? In the last days it would get real crazy.
Yep.
Maybe this is part of that.
Well,
Information, disinformation,
I can confirm that. I'm telling
and
you.
distraction too. They're going to try and get these people. Mark C said he was hearing there were supposed to be two big pieces of news today and or tomorrow. Bombs. I think disclosures. Which would serve as cover going in for us. As we approach. As it goes through the week. So. I'm just suggesting that that's the kind of thing we've been told to expect in different ways. It's all in the mix.
Oh man, you know what?
Well, the other story that I heard last week, it seems like it was last week, was that through the United Nations, that foreign militaries were going to move into Canada and remove deep state or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fearful thing to put that out ahead of time. If you really want to get the job done, you just do it and you don't tell anyone.
Well, that could be misinformation too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and I'm thinking maybe that plays along with what you're telling me. Someone puts a story out, then they pull it out. Oh, they took it out. And then we think you jump to the conclusion that it might be true, and it might be true.
Another thing I'm pulling up. You see, Steve and I, we text back and forth. Everything clear back to May 19 of 20 is gone. I'm gone. Plain and simple.
What do you mean?
All the text.
Your emails?
Text. Text.
Oh, the text. Wow.
Now with Holly, they didn't take that yet. That's where oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I've got text. I've been texting Holly, and it's still there. But I click on the link, and it's not there. It's been removed.
Yeah.
Who else did I send that to?
Now, who has control over those kinds of things? Your email?
Well, this would be Google.
Twitter?
This is the Google because I'm looking in my history of YouTube. It's gone. Just gone.
Okay, well, it's YouTube doing it.
Yeah.
Google.
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff I put on Facebook, and within minutes they're gone. Like I never even posted it.
You caught that Q drop where they've got Sergey Brin or Eric Schmidt in relationship to someone else who's married to someone else who's in a position of power.
Yes.
And they've been part of the deep state takedown and all that.
They're working hard. If they're messing with my computer, I'm just a little old nobody. They're serious. That's scary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're just trying to wipe the slate clean.
Well.
Yeah, because people are beginning to wake up.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't. Maybe the polls really do show Donald Trump, in a landslide, and they're doing everything they can to push back, to hold back.
50,000 people with the Trump rally, and there was 5 at Biden's rally.
Yeah. How do they do that? Can't they hire some people coming to see Biden?
They ran out of money.
Well, Trump was praising the Democratic Party for their ability to, get things done, even if it was criminal or illegal. He said, "Oh, they're very effective."
Oh my goodness!
And he beat up on them a little bit.
Well, my friend, I better go. I've got things crushing down on me. So
sure. Very interesting exchanges. Yeah.
Bye.
We'll be watching for our tsunami here. I'm at around 800 feet above sea level, so I feel somewhat comfortable. We'll see.
Okay. You're scaring me. You're scaring me now.
Well, head for the high ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my friend. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.